There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone.
What is up, everybody? It's Friday night. Rain here. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Hope everyone's having a great Friday so far. We're going to try to make it a amazing night. I got a lot in store. Basically, not even sure if I could fit it all into this stream unless I stream for hours. Yeah, baby. Oh my God. Was this a week to remember or what? I'm feeling more confident than ever, good people. So I hope you all are too. So let's raise our vibrations tonight and for the rest of the year. Let's raise it to a higher level. Fourth, fifth dimension level, right? Why not? Matt Richter, what's up? XRP Carolina, Chip, Dansky, Leonard. Who else is in here? Oh yeah, Mario, what is up, everybody? Connie, love having you all here. You're the best. Forget the rest. You're the best. Nah. So, yeah, hopefully we have a big turnout tonight. Like I said, I got some good stuff. Some of it I have, I've went over some of it before, but we're going to go over a little bit of it more again because it is very important because I have had so many different awakenings to different realities lately, and it all comes together. It's basically all coming to a head, and there's a lot of different things out there that I'm seeing and that I watched, or I actually was revealed, basically like revelations or whatever, being revealed something to you where you're learning something and realizing that, oh my God, this stuff's real, and yeah, it's not just coinkadinks. There are no coinkadinks, all right? Yeah, acquittal, exactly. I mean, dude, doesn't winning feel good? Winning is amazing. I don't have a whole lot of sports teams that win. So, when you can get wins, you take them, right? And especially when they're epic as the wins we've been getting. And they're basically worldwide. They're history making. We're literally in the middle of history. It is happening right in front of our eyes. Yeah, the best is yet to come. Trust the plan. 17, Dansky, right? Good evening, Pioneers. J Kill, what's up, bro? Thanks for coming and hanging out. Tim Bryan, how's it going? Sup? Chiefs. Yeah, it was a good battle. So I was at a house with a bunch of Niner fans, and I got to admit they took it pretty good. It was a good battle. At least it wasn't a wipeout. I was just happy not to see Tom Brady in there. Tom Brady. Sorry, Tim Brady. Yeah, anyways, Tim Bryan. Tim Brady. So, yeah, if you guys could, guys and gals, if you could tweet this out. I know Connie already did, so that covers the gals. Because I think she's the only gal in here right now. So, unless someone's lurking. What's up, lurkers? Any lurkers out there? Chime in. Get in line. Get to the front row. Be counted. Get your popcorn and your favorite drink. We're about to do this. I want to make sure we got enough people in the room before we get started. There's so much to talk about. Digital nomad investor in the house. All right, so how's it going, bud? Hey, you know, I gotta bring up last night's show, the premiere of Digital Nomad Investor and Hodl's deep dive show that they're doing. I gotta admit, it was epic. The intro was freaking epic. The music was really cool. People complained about, you know, it being a little too loud. Maybe, you know, just turn that down a little bit, but it worked. You know, there was probably one person I thought that complained the most about the music, and, you know, that's fine. But, you know, one person shouldn't change the world, you know, if they don't like something. It takes a collective group to, I think, to make change. You know, one person can start it, but so anyways, getting on to what I was saying with that. It was crazy. Now, I don't know if it was planned. They say that it wasn't planned. They had a blackout during the stream, and it was a pre-recorded video. They were talking about a very touchy, sensitive topic. I did warn them ahead of time during the, you know, in the beginning of the premiere. I warned them this is a very sensitive topic. You know, my stream was banned worldwide because of it. YouTube tried to claim that I had some protected content from Jay-Z in my stream. That is just the biggest bull crap I've ever seen. So it's not true. And another funny thing is that I had put out a video, and it was a good video, right? So I put the video out, and on the end of it, so I've been kind of trying to do a little bit more work on my videos where I put like a subscribe deal on the end of the video, and then maybe another video or stream, you know, that you can watch and click on. Well, the video that the stream that they banned, it is on there. It's at the end of it. So it's almost like a little loop. I'm going to have to, or a loophole. I'm going to have to grab it up and, you know, maybe record it just the fact that it was banned worldwide. It's like, are you freaking kidding me right now? So this is a small channel. It has been growing. I want to give some shout outs to XRP Venture on his birthday. He sent a bunch of his subscribers to my channel. It was funny. He sent them to a video, or actually it was a partial stream I did on accident. Basically, it was like 16 seconds long, and I had like probably 700 views on that stream. I've never had that many views on a stream, so it's unfortunate that they didn't go to one of my other streams and watch that. But what happened is they chimed in. They said happy birthday to XRP Venture, which he asked them to do, and he asked them to like and subscribe on my channel, and I gained about, I don't know, 250 subs, 225, something like that. So it was very awesome of XRP Venture to do that for me, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, Digital Nomad Investor. Hi, everyone. Rain. My videos on the problems here with the virus are demonetized. No other videos have been. Interesting. Yeah, and for them to black it out like that, it was like, wow. I've never seen that before. That was it was wild. Now, I've seen people have technical difficulties before. I wouldn't say that was a technical difficulty. I would say that was control. That was the control grid kicking in. So it is pretty wild to see that happened. You know, on a live premiere, on a pre-recorded video, and I thought, oh wow, these guys are trying to freaking juicy it up and make it like it's even more, you know, serious, like the deep dive stuff. But yeah, they say that it was real. It was not part of the show last night, that they were being suppressed, basically censored. So I see Robert Anderson, XRP Venture sent me here. Right on, I appreciate it. Where's XRP Venture? Hopefully he comes out tonight, because yeah, I'll give him another shout out. I definitely want, you know, I want him to be, you know, or at least to know that he's appreciated. So basically, we're talking about doing something together. You know, I imagine it'll probably be an interview or something like that, or I don't know if it'll be a live stream. You know, he might even come on this show, have him call in. So we'll see. Hodl, Rain, we were 100% censored. Wow, that's crazy. XRP Pauly, or is it XRP Ollie? We'll just say XRP Ollie Lacour. I like that. All right, Rain, how's it going, man? Thanks for coming and hanging out with us tonight. We're not quite ready to get started. Want to get some more people in the house. I think a few more probably will be rolling in. Grab your popcorn, your favorite beverage, kiss your lady, whatever, hug your dog, get your favorite freaking tobacco, whatever it is that you do. Let's do this because we're about to go real deep. Now, we're not going to talk about the stuff that they were talking about last night in their stream just because I'm over that, and that's what got my stream banned. So we're not going to even go there. I know what it is. I mentioned it last night. So heading for a coffee. Right on, Matt LaRoche. Right on, brother. Thank you. Dansky, how's it going, man? I don't know if I mentioned Dansky earlier. So, Dansky, what's up? XRP Carolina, always chiming in. Leonard Lozano, the virus is patented, so no monetary rights. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm not even going to go into that stuff. A lot of people have already covered it. And, the truth will set you free. The truth will come out on everything that's been going on. The truth will come out on everything. It's already come out for the most part on different things. It's just not enough people have woken up yet. And, we're dealing with thousands of years of suppression in our societies, in the world in general. And we'll just say 100 years. 100 years is a long time, right? 100 years is basically what they've been doing as far as the monetary system. And then what we're going to talk about tonight goes back to 1871, the Act of 1871, which XRP Ventures talked about. Other people have talked about it. I've talked about it before also, that it was the Civil War that put us into debt for pretty much ever. And, basically that's why we're debt slaves, and that's why our birth certificates are bonds that are sold on the open market. So it's pretty wild. And it's just, what's really crazy about it, people, is that everything that we know about life and about, whether it's DMV, driver's licenses, whether it's freaking you buy a house and it gets recorded at the recorder's office, all these things are part of this 1871 Act. Basically, we were taken over then, and that was, after the Civil War, basically Lincoln, had us in so much debt, and, it is what it is. You can't really blame him, but I don't know if he was taken out because of that, whether he, maybe he was against the act that was coming out. I can't remember. I don't know if anyone knows the exact date that he was assassinated. Please chime in. I was supposed to do the research on that to find out that date, and I wanted to correlate the two and figure out whether, was he taken out because he didn't want to go along with that act that was happening, or was it just because he freed the slaves? So the other thing about 1871, around that time, across the world, a lot of countries had the same thing happen to them, which was basically their constitutions were rewritten. And it's the grammar, people. The grammar is everything. Basically, the War Castle guys, they pointed this out, right? They stumbled onto that stuff back in, I want to say it was in the 2000s, after the Nasara was supposed to be enacted and never got done. Because, nefarious people, the old guard basically had to smash and crash it, right? They could not let the Nasara work. So another thing I've discovered too is that there are basically people out there that are trying to rip some of us off that have good intentions and good hearts. Basically, they're using the Nasara. Part of these people are using the Nasara, and they're also using the Jisara. So we're not going to call it Jisara anymore, because what I found when I go to look at a lot of the Jisara stuff, they're actually asking for people to donate money to them, and they're saying that if you don't, you're not going to be part of it, and you're going to be locked out, and then, you got to donate Bitcoin and all this, and buy Zim dollars and freaking dinars and all. I'm sorry, people, but don't fall for that. If you have, I'm sorry for that, because I think it's a scam. I feel it down in my gut, and my gut is usually right. It's always right. What am I saying? When I don't listen to it, it's trouble. So thanks for everyone that's come in the room since I started rambling. Aaron, how's it going? We got, let's see here, Shavo Mofo, how's it going, brother? And Alex Sheet just showed up. Right on. So there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to unpack. All right, so I gave a shout out to XRP Venture, which he deserves it for sending, a lot of love my way, sending subs to my channel. So hopefully these subs show up and they watch my show. Rain puts a lot of effort into this show. Sometimes it may not show on the show that he puts so much effort into the show, but that's just, what it is, and I'm just letting you know about the show. GeoXRP, how's it going, man? Thanks for hanging out. So yeah, when you guys spend your Friday night with me, it means a lot. It means the world to me. So, people, even Crypto Mike said the other night, he was like, Rain needs to do a bunch of videos so he could apply for super chats and this and that, and and then he can go back to his Friday nights only. And I really did appreciate Crypto Mike saying that. And the thing is I'm not here for super chats. I'm not even here for XRP tip bot, but I have it up there if people want to use it just because of the utility, and I'm going to tip it out anyways back to the community. So just so you know that Rain is not here for the money. My monetary value of this show is being with you guys, and if I wake up one person or enlighten them in one way, or they enlighten me because I do learn from you all too, then I've done my job, right? Legendary, how's it going? Yeah, Mike is cool. Yeah, so Crypto Mike and I are going to be working on some stuff here in the future. He's been hitting me up. I've been hitting him up. So we're going to do some stuff together, whether it's interviews or live. I don't know how that's going to work out. And then also XRP Venture and I were supposed to do some stuff. And it's been talked about to possibly do some stuff with the OTC boys that are in the house tonight. Aaron, all three of my investments that are from 3 different categories or types of investments have all begun to intersect this week, with research starting to overlap with the final pieces of the puzzle. Right on, man. That's awesome. Gabriel Mendoza, woke. Right. I hope you're woke for the right reasons, though, because they say the same thing over there in the freaking wacky progressive lane, and I don't want to insult anyone if you're progressive, but, I don't think Progressive Insurance is any good, and I don't think progressives are really that, they're not really that, the cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Anyways, so being awake, you don't necessarily have to be into everything that we're doing to be awake, but at least know that both sides of the spectrum are bad or have been bad, but the alliance is aligned with the Republican Party of our country, and then the rest of the conservative patriots, whatever. And I mean, you could even be a Democrat too. I'm not saying, and those lines get blurred anyways. Let's not get that confused or twisted. There are a lot of people walking away from the Democrat Party right now, and it's happening worldwide, right? So they're very scared of us, the people. They're not really as scared of Trump as much as people would like to think. And this isn't all just politics. This is about us, and it's about world control. And they're losing it, or I would have to say they've already lost. It's a chess game, and it's in 4D or 5D, whatever you want to call it. And the alliance is about 12 or plus moves ahead. They might even be more moves ahead than that, right? So they have looking glass technology. They're able to see the future and predict things. Future proves past. They talk about it all the time. So there's a lot going on. Be a Republican, be a Democrat. Just don't be a prick to the nation. Exactly, right. So, if you look at like Kennedy, John F. Kennedy, who was taken out, right? He was taken out. Why? Why? Because he saw what they were doing, and he was like, oh, hell no. I'm not going to be a part of this. If he was president today, he would be basically a Republican, and they would hate him, right? So those lines have been blurred. So I look at it like this. If you're a patriot, you're a patriot. And that means that you stand for your country, your flag, and you don't stand for it being overthrown by frickin' outsiders and even insiders. You got infiltration happening left and right from the inside out. I mean, it's huge. Can you rip up some papers? Oh, man, I didn't even think about that. That's a great one, bro. Yeah, I don't have any offhand. I do have notes right here. I don't want to rip them up because they're my notes. So, all right, so IMF, yeah. Those type of systems, I think they're going to be gone. I really do. So what's happening is, what's crazy, check this out. So it hit me last night. Now, there is a book. You know, some people have talked about the book. I found the book probably in 2018. I discovered the book, which was The Last President. And it's basically the last president of the United States. So it eerily, when you read the stuff about it, when it describes it is like, oh my God, they're talking about Trump, right? And then you have the adventures of Baron Trump, and you know, and this and that, and it ties in to Donald Trump and all that. Well, what I think is what's happened is I think they've done some time travel, right? And those books were part of the time travel. Now, it sounds wild, I know, for any of you who are new, but Project Looking Glass is real and time travel is real. Now, you can do time travel with your mind, or you could actually teleport just like they do on Star Trek. Beam me up, Scotty. That stuff's real. So the thing is, what I'm getting at, the point is, when I checked this book out, which I meant to buy it, I had it saved on eBay. I was going to buy it. This book was written in the 1800s, all right? So there's a lot to it. I can't go into all of it, but what's wild is I think the book is real, and I think it's true. I think it's predicting that Trump is the last president of USA Inc. Incorporated. And we're getting a new fucking country. We're getting a new constitution. The world's changing. This is huge. This is bigger than any of us can imagine. And it started with Russia. Russia got rid of their government and their constitution, and they're starting over. That is part of the Nasara. Now, I don't think it's called that anymore, because that was back in the what was it, the 80s or 90s that thing started, and then it got pushed into the our government, and it was the late 90s, and it was supposedly it passed, but it was held on to by the Supreme Court. It was never enacted. So this thing is real. It was a law that was being proposed, and I don't think that they're using that particular name anymore, Nasara. So for now on, we'll call it Nasara because we don't know any other name to use, but we will not call it Jasara anymore, because Jasara is a scam. I did look into that, and don't trust the people that are pushing that. They might say it, if they don't mean any harm, but there are websites out there trying to get money from people, all right? So this is not, what I'm talking about, the Great Reset and all that, is not about people giving money to that deal, right? The money was already accounted for. It was already given to this movement, and it's for good reasons. And it's also, there's been trusts supposedly that have been created, and there's also stacks and stacks of gold beyond our wildest dreams that are going to cover this whole thing that's going to happen. So, what's up, Notorious? Robert Anderson, how's it going? Oh, man, I love it. I love having all you here. You guys are the best. Oh, XRP Hollywood, how's it going? All right, so let's get to some of my notes so we can move on to the other stuff I got. I'm telling you, I have a lot tonight. I don't know if I've ever had a show that I had so much information. Jorge, what's up, man? My man, greetings from France. Man, right on, dude. Yellow vest, brother. Yellow vest movement. Freedom. You guys are going to have a Frexit. That's like Brexit for France. A Frexit, right? Yeah, smash those likes. Sub if you haven't been subbed already. All right, so now, this is not a direct quote from Trump, in Davos, but it is talked about that, and I did mean to watch his full speech in Davos. I did not get around to it. I've been so distracted and busy. There's been just so much stuff coming out. I can't even keep up, all right? I cannot keep up what is happening right now. So basically, Trump was basically, and he's been saying this. He's been saying, hey, globalism's dead. You guys are old school. You're outdated. You do not have a future. Globalists do not have a future. Let's just get that straight. And he basically was talking about, we're going back to the original Constitution. It's just like what Russia did, okay? Now, all the countries I've talked about before that are going to, basically their central banks are going to come back to them. They're going to be taken away from the people controlling the central banks. They're going to become sovereign again. And what I wasn't realizing was the Constitution part of it. They will redo their Constitution back to the original Constitution of their country, and where the grammar is correct. And I will get to the grammar. The grammar is going to blow your mind if you don't know about this. Now, grammar is very important. I wasn't the best student in school. And, knowing what I know now, I wish I would have known this stuff, but they weren't really teaching it, in school, at least on this level. And it comes down to legal grammar. When it has to do with legal stuff is very, very important. Certain words mean something, right? Mean more than what we take, the English language for granted a lot of times. Comedian in the building, Future Wells. Right on, man. Thanks for coming, man. I saw someone just subscribed too, so thank you for that. Oh, Gabriel, right on. I appreciate it, man. I really do. So it is pretty wild. This is heavy stuff. We've been living under, if you live in the U.S., we've been living under a false constitution with improper grammar, and we are basically chattel property. It's just wild. It's wild. So let's move on to another one of my notes here I got. All right. So people are watching the State of the Union, right? We saw what happened at the State of the Union. State of the Union was freaking surreal, right? It was nuts. And old freaking Nervous Nancy, she even did a pre-rip of the speech or whatever the heck it was, legal documents being served to her, I don't know. Whatever the heck it was, she did a practice pre-rip on it, right? That stuff's coming out. And then she ripped the thing up right behind him. I got a video I put together. It's so cool. It's called The Best Is Yet to Come. We will show that later in the show. So basically what I was getting to is at the State of the Union, people were promoting that Trump might come out and say, hey, we're going to a gold standard, right? Or he might bring up, XRP or something. Now, that's all great and all. And I don't know whether these people are saying these things to hype and to get their videos to have more likes and subs and all that stuff, right? A lot of people do hype their stuff. A lot of people are going for monetary value when it comes to being a YouTuber. I'm not here for that, right? So I'm going to tell you how it is. Now, the thing is that I'm sticking to my regular prediction or my theory that it is going to be 2021, possibly July of 2021, or even into the new year of 2021, that the new system will be enacted. And the reason why I say that, because we got to get past all this stuff that we've been dealing with, within our country. And I mean, the global reset is huge, right? It's bigger than what we thought. I knew that when I first started talking about it years ago, or whatever it was. So it's been over a year or whatever. And it's crazy. It's crazy. So, like I said, we're going to get a new constitution. All right. I mean, that's crazy, right? Even the flag is wrong. The flag, you see the American flag. I imagine it also matters for other countries. It has the gold fringe around it. Yeah, that's fake. That's a fake flag. That's not real. Supposedly only the Navy had rights to the original real flag. So flags matter. You remember the game Capture the Flag? You know what I mean? You capture the flag in the games and you win, right? So our flag was captured a long time ago, people. All right, I talked about this stuff here. All right, so in other news, we have, if you haven't heard about it already, now what's wild is I watched this live. And then Q17 had posted this, I think it was just last night. And it's basically, the Dems have a new act. It's called the New Way Forward Act. If you have not seen this or heard about it, it will blow your mind. It is crazy. It's crazier than the New Green Deal. These people are nuts. So if we weren't in the position we are right now, whether you like Trump or not, I'm going to tell you what, he's going to protect us from these wacky freaking people and what they had in mind for us. It destroys the legal system. It punishes good people and citizens and gives favoritism to criminals. So, no matter where you stand on the criminal or illegal or the illegal immigrant thing or immigration thing, know this: it protects illegal immigrants that are criminals. They cannot be deported, not for anything. It doesn't matter what they do. So it's pretty scary. That just tells you and shows you what they were planning. And it's so that they could take us over, right? It's so that they get people in here that aren't from here, that don't care about what we know or what we grew up with or what we believe in. They get people to come here that just, it doesn't even matter. Just give me everything that you promised me for free or whatever it is. I'm not saying that they're all like that. Don't hate on Rain for being real. I'm just saying that a lot of people do come here because they want handouts or promised, everything, right? It's not supposed to be like that. It just isn't. And regardless of the history and what, things that have happened in the past, we're not a perfect country, and we haven't had perfect people running this country. A lot of really bad, wicked people have run this country. But what I'm getting at is this isn't a free-for-all, and we can't take care of the whole world. And, basically where, regular folk that are paying taxes and working hard every day are being punished just because they're regular folk, right? And anyways, I don't want to get any farther into that because it gets too complicated. People get their feelings hurt and all that. Then you had Pete Butthead Buttigieg. He's got ties to this freaking app, right? Supposedly he gave money to this app that was found to be a flawed setup over there in Iowa. Another Iowa caucus freaking debacle, right? Supposedly a bunch of staffers from Hillary's candidacy from her last run, her last failure, they were actually building this app. This app's so corrupt. And then you had Soros putting in most of the money, which he basically had almost all the voting machines, the electronic voting machines in our country. Talk about rigged. So a lot of things are going down, and do not ever think that these polling stations and these people that are there are not being watched. I guarantee you they're all being watched, and we're going to have so many things come out on this. It's going to be nuts, man. I mean, yeah, so blockchain, I think it's at the center of it, and will help us to move into a purer system, and we'll be able to vote, and it'll be legit, right? Yeah, and it'll be on the chain, right, Carolina? Pete Butthead. I love it, right? I saw that too, Matt. It's so fucked up. Democrats with kids can't support this. Gaming Crypto, what's up, buddy? So, XRP Hollywood. No country is perfect, but the U.S. is great. If our elected officials were not so corrupt, our country would be much, much better. Yeah, and I agree. Now, like I said, I cannot make up for the past, right? I cannot make up for what any of our ancestors did in the past. But what I can tell you, though, is that we're moving into a time and age that has never been seen or witnessed or experienced on this earth that I know of from the limited amount of history that we get, that is real. Because there's not a whole lot of the history we get that is real. The timelines are wrong. Most of the stuff is all scripted, and they're all lies, right? So let's just say, we'll just keep it simple, stupid, right? That we're moving into an age, or we're already there. Supposedly it's the 1,000 years of peace, and let's pray that it is, because if you believe in the Nasara, the global reset and all that, and what it's going to bring, it has to do with world peace. What has Trump talked about? He wants world peace. He's going to have world peace. We've already made deals with North Korea. We're making deals with Iran. It's already happening, people. A lot of this stuff is show. We have deals with Russia and China, Japan. I mean, it's happening, okay? And these trade deals are bigger than what we think. These trade deals are treaties. So I think, another thing. This is a wild thought, everyone. You guys are going to trip on this if you haven't heard it. I am predicting, and I'm not the one that came up with this. I think it was Bernie from Truth and Art TV. He talked about DC. It's possible that DC will become a freaking museum, a tourist attraction, right? Where the once great capital and all this stuff were, and there are no more. They're just basically attractions you go and look at. Because what I think, it's already happening too. Trump has moved some of the agencies to Utah, and I think this is going to happen. So I think a lot of the agencies and a lot of the stuff that happens in DC are going to be branched out all over the country, and it's going to be moved out of there, right? So, what's also interesting is that the Trump Hotel there is for sale. Hey, I'm not going to go into any more details on that, but, it is what it is. The swamp's being drained. DC actually was a real swamp at one time, and it is swampy, guys and gals. It is the most corrupt place on the earth, besides a couple other places I won't mention. So that is a big one. I wanted to get that out, and I'm glad I did. DC, that would be incredible. Yeah, I agree. So, no one owns Trump. That is why Democrats hate him. That's right, And it's funny because a lot of billionaires are against him right now. Why? Well, you got Mini Mike. You got that Steyer loser guy. They're all corrupt. They got dirt on all of these people. Everyone. Everyone has dirt on him, and I mean bad. And, you know, hey, is Trump perfect? No. But they obviously didn't have enough dirt on him to take him out. You know, grab him by the junk and whatever. It's like, come on. You think that was going to take him down? He bashed on frickin' McStain. You know, yeah, didn't even frickin' flinch. It's Teflon Don. They've been frickin' attacking him for 3 years. I've never seen anything like it in my life. None of us, and no one out there on this planet, I don't think, could ever take what he has taken. And he even apologized to his family, you know, that they had to go through all this, and, you know, they'll still be attacked until these people are freaking put away or put under, whatever you want to say. It's just what it is. Rippler, Trump is the best president of my lifetime. Trump is the man. Oh, man, I'm loving this. All right, so when I first started this channel, if I talked about Trump, people would freaking go crazy in the chat. They'd, you know, basically yell at me or whatever. And if I wasn't talking about XRP the whole time, it was like, oh my God, man, it's the end of the world, you know? So I appreciate all you here, and I appreciate the support, and I appreciate the vision you all have that, you know, whether you like them 100% or 50%, it doesn't really matter. Please vote for him again, and or at least for the first time, and believe that he is changing the freaking world. It isn't just about America. It's the world, everyone. Telling you, yeah, he's savvy. Right. You know, maybe if they would read the book, The Art of the Deal, they would understand him. But even then, I don't think they could figure him out, right? He'd outsmart him 12 chess moves ahead. Basically, they've already lost. You know what I mean? He's already lost. The Alliance knows all their moves. The Alliance knows their plan and their playbook. And, you know, it's just insane. It's so nuts. It blows my mind. I appreciate you speaking the truth. Right on, Rippler. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right, so are we ready? Are we ready to move on to my, I'm calling it the NESARA and War Castles segment. And this is basically a slide deal I set up to where I could go through each one and, you know, with the camera and the mic and all that going on. No offense to non-believers, but the only way a man accomplishes what Trump has accomplished is through the love, grace, and will of the Lord. Right on, man. There's nothing wrong with believing. You know what I mean? So my thing is, you don't have to be religious, but if you're spiritual, that's an amazing thing, right? And to believe in a higher power and to try to do good, to try to fight off that demon that's on your shoulder. And then, you know, you got your angel on one side, you got the demon on the other. We all have demons. We deal with them, right? We have negative thoughts that pop in our head. We're pounded with negative energy all year long, every year, every day, you know, but you got to fight it off. You got to raise your vibrations, raise your positive energy, do good things, right? If you become better off than you were with an investment of whatever it is, give back, right? Help others. So there's a lot coming, everyone. I'm telling you, man, the best is yet to come. Trump said it. Q said it. Everything's matching up, and it's true. So let's get to this. Let's do this. All right. So here we go. Oh, man, Rain needs some freaking water. Oh, my God. All right, so this is this particular slide here is from Trump's speech, and it was an amazing speech from 2016. Now, it's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to actually read it for yourself, and then also when things hit me and I realized, oh my God, he is the last president of the USA of Inc., right? And it's true, he's the last president, just like the book. And you'll understand what I'm getting at here, because the stuff that I brought to you all, it tells you what's going on. And, you know, the fact that Russia, they dissolved their government and their constitution, everything's being replaced and brand new. This is part of it, right? So it says, our movement is about replacing a failed and corrupt political establishment. And that's no joke. They're going to replace all of them with a new government. Think about that. A new government controlled by you, the people, okay? Think about that. Just like the currency. In the NESARA, it talks about the currency will be created by the people for the people. So think about that. XRP. XRP, baby. All right? The American people. Oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about too, I forgot to talk about this, is my prediction for 2021 and why I think XRP will happen then is because the Electronic Funds Transfer Act is being enacted through this year and will not go into effect until after the new year. So that, I mean, come on, you gotta be real. So XRP was mentioned in that, Ripple was mentioned in that. So we are on the right track. It says the Washington establishment. Let's just read this again. Our movement is about replacing a failed and corrupt political establishment with a new government controlled by you, the American people. And this is actually for the world. This is for any other country that gets on board with this new system and the reset. Because not only will they have sovereignty again through their currency, they'll have sovereignty through their new constitution. The Washington establishment and the financial and media corporations that fund it exist for only one reason: to protect and enrich themselves. The establishment has trillions of dollars at stake in this election. This was in 2016, but it applies to this election also, because it's going to take 2 terms at the least to get this done. So for those who control the levers of power in Washington, and for the global special interests they partner with, these people that don't have your good in mind. All right. So our campaign represents a truly existential threat like they haven't seen before. And that's the truth. We're waking up. We are the threat. There's more of us than there are of them. There are more good people than bad. Get that in your head. More good people than bad out there. This is not simply another 4-year election. This is a crossroads in the history of our civilization. Think about that. That's huge. That will determine whether or not we, the people, reclaim control over our government. The political establishment that is trying to stop us is the same group responsible for our disastrous trade deals, massive illegal immigration, and economic and foreign policies that have bled our country dry. That is so real. The political establishment has brought about the destruction of our factories and our jobs as they flee to Mexico, China, and other countries around the world. So it's just pretty wild. Going to the next one here. It's a global power structure that's responsible for the economic decisions that have robbed our working class, stripped our country of its wealth, and put that money into the pockets of a handful of large corporations and political entities. USA Inc., everyone, Incorporated. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's huge. That's going to be done. I think it's already been done. I think the USA Inc. already went bankrupt. I think on the 31st of January, supposedly. So it's already being destroyed right now. This is a struggle for the survival of our nation. This is not just another 4 years, everyone. And this will be our last chance to save it. This election will determine whether we are a free nation or whether we have only the illusion of democracy, but are in fact controlled by a small handful of global special interests rigging the system. And our system is rigged. This is reality. You know it. They know it. I know it. And pretty much the whole world knows it. The Clinton machine is at the center of this power structure. We've seen this firsthand in the WikiLeaks documents, in which Hillary Clinton meets in secret with international banks to plot the destruction of U.S. sovereignty in order to enrich these global financial powers. Her special interest friends and her donors, honestly, she should be locked up. Right. I agree. So, hey, how's it going, money bags? All right, so we're going to move to the next one. And I'm not going to go through the whole speech, but that was some pretty good stuff right there. So we got the Constitution of the United States of America is the Constitution of the Incorporated United States of America. So that's pretty wild. It operates in an economic capacity and has been used to fool the people into unknowingly becoming indentured and indebted to the new corporation, the United States, and that it governs the republic. It does not. Yeah, I don't know. That was misspelling. I don't know. They didn't write that right. Doesn't seem right. Capitalization is not insignificant when one is, referring to a legal document. So this is what I was talking about. Capitalization of words is not insignificant when one is referring to a legal document. So this is so important. That's why almost all the politicians are attorneys, because they know how to play the game, right? They're scammers. Not all lawyers are bad, but a lot of them are, a majority. I'm just saying. Same for a friend. This seemingly minor alteration has had a major impact on every subsequent generation of Americans. So This is crazy stuff, man. It's almost scary to even talk about, to be honest with you. So let's move to slide 4. With no constitutional authority to do so, Congress created a separate form of government for the District of Columbia. And that's why they're protected while they're in session. So that's coming to an end, I'm telling you. It's going to become a damn museum. DC will become a museum. It will not be, the values are going to crash. I mean, it's just, it's not going to be what it once was. A shell of what it once was. So it says, District of Columbia, 10-mile square parcel of land. See Acts of the 41st Congress, Section 34, Session 3, Chapters 61 and 62. The Act, passed when the country was weakened and financially depleted in the aftermath of the Civil War, was a strategic move by foreign interests, international bankers who were intent upon gaining a stronghold on the coffers and neck of America. Congress cut a deal with the international bankers, specifically the Rothschilds of London, to incur a debt to said bankers. Because the bankers were not about to lend money to a floundering nation without serious stipulations, they devised a way to get their foot in the door of the United States. The Act of 1871 formed a corporation called the United States. This is crazy. The corporation, owned by foreign interests, moved in and shoved the original Constitution into a dustbin. With the Act of 1871, the organic Constitution was defaced, in effect vandalized and sabotaged, when the title was capitalized and the word for was changed to of in the title. The Constitution of the United States of America is the Constitution of the Incorporated United States of America. Woo! Man, oh my God. Tina Hall, how's it going, girl? Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have fun tonight. Be safe. This is some good stuff. You might want to watch the replay, honey. Honey. All right, so this is ET17, whatever, Inevitable ET. This guy's really good. He comes with some hard-hitting stuff. I'm not going to go into the whole deal that he put out, but this has some really good stuff in it. And this one is called Loan Forgiveness. So this has to do with what I've been talking about, and the NESARA and the global reset, and how, you're going to see loan forgiveness. It started in Canada. With, I think it was Citibank that got rid of some credit cards, right? I'm talking a lot of people too, a lot of money. And their excuse was, yes, debt jubilee. Yes, you're right, Aaron. So basically, their excuse was, oh, well, we don't want to have to go after these people. That is bull crap. Because they actually, if they didn't want to go after them, they can make money by selling it to debt collectors, right? That call you up and harass you and track you down and all that stuff, right? They do very unscrupulous things to get the money. So it was part of what is happening. The banks are having to do this. Everyone's going to have to do this. The government's going to have to do this. So it says, the plan repeats themes raised in President Trump's 2020 federal budget proposal and reflects division between Democrats and Republicans over the federal government's role in regulating the forces that shape colleges and the for-profit sector. Trump's budget proposal 2020 released last week included a $7 billion cut in the U.S. Department of Education and changed student loan repayment process and the elimination of the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. The last century has produced an American economy where more jobs than ever before require at least some post-secondary education or skill development. Wage premiums and job security continue to be associated with post-secondary education or skills attained. However, the rising cost of college education and the accompanying growth in student loans balances. And then it cuts off there, so I don't have that. But there is going to be loan forgiveness. They did also do loan forgiveness on veterans. So, it's happening. It's happening. I'm telling you. Let's see here. We'll go to school choice. This is a huge one. This is big. This was talked about. This was talked about in the State of the Union speech. I really do believe in this. The Trump administration renewed its push for school choice on Thursday with a proposal to provide $5 billion a year in federal tax credits for donations made to groups offering scholarships for private schools, apprenticeships, and other educational programs. Education Secretary Betsy DeVos unveiled the plan as a bold proposal to give students more choices without diverting money from public schools. What's missing in education today is at the core of what makes America truly great: freedom. DeVos said, kids should be free to learn where and how it works for them. And I totally believe this. The White House on Monday released its first standalone proposal for higher education reform, urging the U.S. Congress to enact laws affecting accreditation, Pell Grants, and student loan repayment. So a lot of big things are happening. You have the national parks. Oops. Sorry about that. Do I need to max some credit cards? Oh, Crypto Eddie. Thanks, Rain. We'll catch the end later. I've got a call. Have to get on in 10 minutes. Right on. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. I know it's probably pretty early. Jungle Inc. in the house. Everyone give Jungle some love. He's the original. He is the original. He's the one that really got me dreaming big. You know, I've talked about it before. Always give credit, man. You're a legend, brother. I'm not just trying to kiss your ass either. That's just real talk. So yeah, we're talking about some big stuff here. It's a huge show tonight with a lot of stuff. It's juicy. So we got the national parks. This is big. You know, I heard about this stuff, you know, for quite a while in the last administration. I appreciate it, Rain. Hey, D&I. Yeah, give them some love. So, yeah, basically, I heard stories, right, that a lot of our lands, a lot of our national parks, a lot of different things we're going to be basically sold off to other countries, basically to pay our debt. And it was just going to break us, right? That was the goal, was to break us, to get us into so much debt that we could not ever pay it off. Then we start selling off ports, which was happening. We were leasing ports, which were not in our interest. They were doing some really nefarious things with our ports. One of them down south, either down in the LA region, Long Beach. Yeah, anyways, I won't get into that. But so, yeah, this is heavy stuff. It says, well, national parks and monuments are land that is owned by the federal government. In this case, the corporation of the United States, USA Inc. That's what we're talking about here tonight. We're talking about USA Inc. It has been crushed. And Trump is the last president, just like the book, The Last President. Trump is the last president of USA Inc. Incorporated. He will be reelected, but it will be a new government with a new constitution. If you're just getting here, that's what we're talking about. So it says Obama designated whatever he wanted as national monuments, and Trump said it was a wild abuse of power. Why? Because if the federal government is operated out of D.C. and its assets now include America's land, then they can sell those lands to other countries. Corporate law. Obama gave eminent domain to China. Think about that. I'm telling you, man, these trade deals, all the stuff that's going on is so much bigger than everyone realizes. Now, you know, these things are coming out, right? But you know, if they were to tell everyone what was going on, I almost guarantee you no one would believe it. They would think it was political, and they would think it was just a way to take over, whatever it, you know, is, right? It's just like what happened in Russia when they got rid of their government and their constitution, and they're redoing everything, right, to conform with the new global system, the NESARA, but it might not even be called that. I don't think it is, but just saying that it's happening, right? These things are happening. This is real. So, you know, people thought, oh, it's just Putin. He's just trying to get more power. No, actually, it's not. That's not true. He actually made it to where their government will actually give the power back to the people. So that's what's going to happen here. All right, we're going to have a new government, a new constitution, one that is to the word of the original constitution. The grammar is incorrect. I will get to that in a little bit here. So let's see here what we got. Yeah, we're in a cold civil war right now. It's pretty big. I cannot state that any bigger. All right, this right here slides a little bit small. This one's called governing body. So this is wild. It says the president, a Caesar, kind of crazy, rules by executive order, unconstitutional. Congress and the courts are under the president. Did you ever wonder why Congress is ignored by the president? Yeah, Congress is not even, it's almost like it doesn't even exist. There's a reason. He's using everything that they've been using against us, whether it's digital, the social media, the crypto and all that. Everything that was created to track us, to control us, it's all being turned against them. It's all being used against them. It's so amazing to see this. So let's read it again. Congress and the courts are under the president. Did you ever wonder why Congress is ignored by the president? The president is the chief executive officer, CEO of the government corporation, USA Inc., right? Impeachment today is nearly impossible unless it is in the best interest of the controlling bankers and the one world government elite. Also, what most people do not realize is that most courts today are legislative courts and not judicial. The so-called corporate Congress sits by resolution, not by positive law. Therefore, the position of power is as follows. President, CEO of the corporation, sits as Caesar, does not need congressional approval. That's why he can do whatever he wants, pretty much, go to war or whatever, which we're not going to war. It's peace. I'm telling you, peace. Peace through strength. It's going to happen. It's happening. Legislature, the new Congress, and the Senate voices public opinion. So-called judicial legislative Article 1 courts opinionate what's best for the corporate, so-called government, and the elite. Non-existent judicial Article 3 courts, except for special circumstances that benefit the elite. The top position has control over the second position, and the second position has control over the last position, vertically and not laterally. So it's just insane. Uncle Buster, what's up, playa? Edward from Sklowski, how's it going? Thank you for spending some time with us tonight. Appreciate it. Vet Bro, how's it going, buddy? GeoXRP, I think I said what's up to you. So yeah, I appreciate everyone being here tonight. We're talking about some heavy stuff. If you got here late, please go back afterwards and watch this stream from the beginning because it's pretty heavy stuff. All right, so we're on number 8. We need number 9, voting. This is pretty big too. Voting, this is huge. So when it comes to, and this has to do with the grammar, everyone. So you got elector, the Electoral College of electors are the ones that actually determine who will be president, not any popular vote, poll, media, or statistic. An elector is not subject to exclusive legislative power of Congress. So they basically can do what the hell they want, right? It's funny, the Dems wanted to get rid of the Electoral College because it was used against them, and they lost, right? And then they also manipulated, it's been proven they manipulated 2 million votes through Google on the popular vote. So that was corrupt. It was not real, not legit. So it's kind of wild. They want to get rid of the electoral vote now because Trump used it against them and won. Anyways, go on to the voter. Registering to vote is an admission that the declarant is subject to the exclusive legislative power of the corporate Congress and is a 14th Amendment citizen residing in federal territory. The right to vote at any election is denied, except for participation in rebellion or other crime. This is wild stuff. Section 2 of the 14th Amendment U.S. Constitution. Rather than remaining a state national, one becomes a U.S. citizen participating in the rebellion by voting in the corporate government system and signing up for benefits and privileges. Kind of freaking wild, man. I'm telling you. We've been lied to about everything. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. We're going to the next slide here. The states. So this is pretty huge because it has my state in there. The one that succeeded from the union already. Crypto Nation News. That's me on the chain. They took my right to vote. That's funny. Yeah, so there's a lot of things happening right now. If you did not catch the beginning of the stream, you're going to want to watch this whole thing through. I'm telling you. This is epic stuff tonight. Some of this stuff I talked about before. This stuff I'm getting into right now, having to do with the grammar and the way things are worded, how the Constitution is wrong. USA Inc., all these different things. A lot of this stuff came out when the War Castle guys on YouTube did the research and brought it out. And, you know, supposedly these two guys basically saved us, saved the flag, leased it to the Navy or something like that. I mean, it's just a wild story. You got to go watch War Castles 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is. Just look it up. It is insane. So we got states. You see that it's not capitalized, right? It says states. When used by itself, refers to republics of the United States of America. It's not capitalized. All of the states are republics. Example, California Republic, California State, or just California, abbreviated CALIF, which I say Cali, you know, NorCal, SoCal. So each state is a sovereign nation unto itself, free and independent. That's the old Constitution, right? So then you have states capitalized. In U.S. titles and codes, states refers to U.S. possessions, such as Puerto Rico, Guam, etc. All states are corporations, incorporated with the federal corporation. Example, State of California, Corporate California, California State, State of California, CA. I mean, it's nuts, man. It is nuts. All right, we're going to move on to the next one. So we're moving on to slide number 11. All right, this one here is wild. This is probably one of the wildest ones because I had experience with this back when I first got into the Tea Party movement, 2010. I'm pretty sure they were talking about this back then. I don't know how the people found out about it, but there are some people out there that do their homework and that were super awake. I mean, I thought I was awake back then, but I wasn't nearly as awake as I am now. Yeah. I'm at a whole nother level, folks. So sovereigns. So I remember, so let me get to this real quick. Back then, I remember they were attacking people. They were targeting people that talked about the Constitution. This was real stuff. If you heard people talking about the Constitution, they'd tell the kids in school to tell on their parents. Like we were in frickin', you know, in Germany back in, you know, the 30s or something, where, you know, you had, or even Soviet Union, whatever, Iraq with Saddam, where, you know, your family members would rat you out, right? So basically sovereign citizens were being talked about, and they were being marked as the enemy, right? Well, it's because they were saying, hey, I'm not a subject, I'm not chattel, and I'm not property of USA Inc. And basically they were considering themselves sovereign citizens. They were free, right? And they didn't have to have a driver's license. They didn't have to do all these things because all of those things are tied into this. Even, you know, putting into the record that you bought a house, right? The deed and all that. So let me get to this. Sovereigns, living souls coming out of mother's womb unto the land of one of the several states of America are sovereign. Free men, free inhabitant, a freeborn unless that right is given up, knowingly, intentionally, and voluntarily upon full disclosure. Amendment 10. The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution are reserved to the people. Subjects. We are subjects to them, right? U.S. citizens, chattel, property, are belligerents in the field and are subject to its jurisdiction. Washington, D.C., the swamp, shithole. U.S. citizens are 14th Amendment citizens implemented by the Civil Rights Act of 1866. So it coincides with the 1871 Act that this all came to be, the Constitution we're living by right now. Originally established for the newly freed slaves. My head's in the way here. That is to say, now slaves of the corporation or of the corporate government plantation. I mean, that's just insane. I don't know what you guys are thinking. What do you all think of this? Rain, Cali is hopelessly lost. I don't think so, man. Just keep in mind that the last one to leave needs to turn off the lights. Yeah, I don't think Cali's lost all the way, man. It's coming back, I'm telling you. I'm here. I see it. I talk to people, man. They're not happy. You know, people are waking up. They're leaving the Democratic Party. Once we get the voter rolls cleaned up, once we get the voting part of it legit, I guarantee they'll vote all of them out. They will no longer have a supermajority here. Democrats, supermajority, progressives putting this country into the ground, destroying it. They'll get rid of and lock up the governor. There is already a recall petition for him to be recalled. He hasn't even been governor for 2 years, right? He hasn't even been governor for 2 years, people. Well, I think maybe it's been 2 years. I don't know. Since 2018. So, yeah, a little over a year or whatever. So, anyways, we can get sidetracked here. So, we got records. All right. So, records, when it's not, and I'm not talking about record albums, records not capitalized. Ex officio clerks. County clerk is also clerk of the superior court, i.e., a court of common law. That's what we're going back to, everyone. We're going back to common law, the original Constitution, right? And courts of record. Records are also kept by sovereigns, such as in a family Bible. Churches in the old days were also known to keep records. Records capitalized with the USA Inc. Constitution. County clerk, recorder's office, created by statute to keep track of the corporate government's holdings, which are applied as collateral to the increasing debt. The written records are a continuation of the Doomsday Book, which, that's crazy, Doomsday Book, which keeps track of the Crown of England's holdings. The Doomsday Book originated as a written record of the conquered holdings of King William. Thank you, King William, which was later the basis of his taxes and grants. Grants and deeds, right? Levies. Whenever something is registered, it is actually being put into the king's domain. This is crazy. The word registered is derived from the word regius, which means kingly. Therefore, recording a document today is the same as registering it and putting it into the king's domain. Property recorded or registered at the recorder's office makes the corporate de facto government holders in due course. Anything registered can be taken away at any time. That includes cars, guns, and your home. Your TV is not recorded there. Therefore, you holder in due course for the TV. I don't know what that part means. A lot of this stuff's a little heavy. Aaron, I knew an old timer who fought this till the day he died. He had all his children and guys so they would receive birth certificates so they wouldn't be accounted under all this bullshit. Wow. Yeah, it's sad. There's a lot of people that came before us. So I'm glad you brought that up because I look at our lost soldiers, the veterans that have died or the veterans that are destroyed mentally from war and all this stuff that has been put on us that should never have happened. The people that have fought hard, the guys that did war castles, all these things that came before us, Ron Paul, those type of people, Reagan, who was shot, they put him in line, man, they shot him, and then, Bush basically took over at that point, and then you had Kennedy, he was taken out, Lincoln was taken out, they've tried to take out Trump multiple times, ain't happening, folks, this is the real deal, it's finally happening, we're finally going to be free, I can't state it any stronger than that, we are going to be free, we've never known what freedom was, we have never, think about that, we have never truly known what real freedom is. We're going to have freedom when it comes to, creating wealth, whether it's investing like never before, because if you weren't an accredited investor and had a lot of money to invest and weren't accredited, meaning that, you're one of the people on the inside, then you weren't going to be able to get into any investments. You wouldn't be able to get into XRP and all that. You wouldn't be able to get into all these cryptos. So we are living in a different age. Things are changing. The world is changing at large. The vibrations are being raised. Keep raising your own personal vibrations and those around you. It's going to be amazing. I'm telling you. That one was a heavy one there. The records, man. That was pretty wild. So we got, was that number 12? Yeah, we got one more here. Faith in God. So this is kind of wild too, man. It's, a lot of people don't know about what I'm about to say here. This is real. You don't have to be, religious and go to church to be, one with your creator or whatever, or to know a higher power, or to believe in a higher power, or to know you're in the right place at the right time right now. So jumping in now, I worked like a slave today. Yes, it's exactly what we are. We're slaves to the grind. Just like freaking, I'm going to go back to some Killer Rock, Skid Row, man, Slave to the Grind. I think that was one of their albums. They were on it. Dansky, Jeff, I'm right next to you on the second. I don't know what that means. Oh, Second Amendment? They can have my TV. I will gladly give it to them, but don't think about stepping on the second. Second Amendment? I don't know. Anyways, I hope all of you are having fun right now. I know this is a little heavy, so we'll try to make it fun. We have a lot more to offer still. Like I said, I have a killer video that I created. It's called "The Best Is Yet to Come." Just like Q said, and just like Trump said, the best is yet to come. All right, everything's coming together. That's a Q proof. He said that. He's basically talked about it, tweeted it, I think, and then also Q had said that, I think, many times. So everything's coming together. And the big question is, why doesn't the media ask President Trump directly about QAnon? Why? Because that will legitimize it, and they are scared to death of it. They write thousands and thousands of articles trying to destroy it. You cannot stop it. The best is yet to come, people. Just like the people that try to destroy Ripple and XRP, and the thing is that they may not know every bit of the plan, but I do know that they realize that Ripple and XRP are working with the Alliance. Bearable Guy is part of the Alliance, people. Crypto Mike did a good video, I think it was yesterday, and he really put it together with the whole wall that Bearable Guy put out and the bricks in the wall, almost like Pink Floyd, the wall. And then he showed the picture of what's his name, the prime minister busting through the wall with a big old, Tonka truck, whatever, bulldozer, busting through the wall, Brexit. And he was matching all the stuff up. Crypto Mike's amazing. I wish he was here tonight. There's a lot of people that aren't here tonight. I wanted to be here, which one of them be XRP Venture, Crypto Mike. So Rain, they have almost but squashed the second in Cali. That's why not too many young Calians know what it really is. Yeah, dude, they'd get rid of it if they could. So it is what it is. I'm telling you, man, all the things they had planned are being destroyed. And nothing that they're trying to do right now will happen. It's just that you need to know what their plans are and how they're still going forward with things. Just like this the New Way Forward Act is insane, people. I'm telling you, these people are crazy. It's okay, because what's going to happen is people are going to see what they're doing, right? That's why the impeachment was allowed to happen. And supposedly, Q said there will be no step 4 or step 5. So, I was wondering, how many phases are there? They were kind of equating what's going on to a football game, like basically 4 quarters in a football game, right? So there is no 5th quarter unless you have overtime. So there will be no overtime for the dark ones, the old guard. There is no step 5, people. Impeachment was step 4. There will be no step 5, but they will try. They do have plans, right? So it's kind of crazy. Things are happening. So we got faith and worship. So this is going to apply to a lot of people, and some people might not even care, but it really does matter. So whatever you believe in, this is faith and worship. Churches exist alone. No permission of government required. First Amendment protects against government making a law that would respect an establishment of religion or prohibit the free exercise of one's belief. So this is the original Constitution on the left. The French and other Romance languages get their word for church from the Greek word ekklesia, meaning called out, referring to all those living or dead who have accepted what Jesus the Christ has offered. I do not go to a specific church, but am just one member of the church. Jack Slevkov, 1986. Don't know what that is. Now this, on the other side, is crazy. So, and you notice it's in capital letters, religion. This government wants to control religious institutions by having them come under their jurisdiction as corporations. Under Section 501c3, under Title 26 of the Internal Revenue Code, U.S. Code, this is to prevent the clergy, pastors, ministers, etc., from having any political influence on its members or the public in general. This government regulates what is to be said and not to be said. And that is true. The churches are being destroyed. Most of them are corrupt. There's a few good ones out there, but I am going to be quite honest with you. I've experienced it myself. I've seen some pretty wicked things happen, and then you see it on the news all the time, right? These churches also display the gold fringe flag. Interesting. Remember when I was talking about the gold fringe on the flag? The gold fringe flags that you see, and they are still being represented today, with President Trump and all that. Now, those flags they're actually considered novelties, right? They're not even supposed to be real. So when we go to the new Constitution and the new government, those flags will be replaced. So it says, their faith is in the government and not in God. Right. That is true. So they exist by permission of this government, not by God alone. They signed away their birthright for a so-called benefit, tax-exempt corporation. I mean, that's pretty heavy. Is that not heavy? Did I just hit some serious topics and subject? I saw that Crypto Mike video. Awesome, Dansky. Yeah, totally, man. I gotta tell you, I gave him some love last night. I told him, dude, you are the best BG123 deep diver out there. He's put the stuff together. He doesn't frickin' get all crazy and try to make a living off hyping this stuff. I think he's really clued into a lot of stuff. He's very open-minded. And it just hits me every once in a while that it's like, man, he's nailing it on the head. Him and I think a lot alike. I thought about a lot of stuff he talks about before, but not in the detail. Like, he was the one that reawakened me to the thought about Russia and what happened with Russia. Because when that happened, where the government was to step down and the Constitution was to be replaced and the new government was going to be to the people, more power to the people, less power to the president. It's kind of wild. And, I thought about it. I'm like, what does that mean? I'm like, it's gotta be something with this awakening. It's gotta be something to do with the reset. And then Mike was talking about the Constitution being replaced. And I thought, wow, that makes sense with finding out, a lot about what we're finding out tonight. And we've found out in the past that the Constitution is USA Incorporated. So it's not legit and will be replaced. It's just so wild. Apparently the clowns all ganged up on Butthead. How is Stellar a nonprofit? 501c, go figure. Yeah, I think they may have done that. I'm thinking ahead of time because they didn't want to be considered a security. That's one way to go about it. And, another thing, just like I think Bearable Guy is in with the Alliance, and it is basically Brad Garlinghouse and Swartzy and some other folks, maybe even Bob Way is part of Bearable Guy. I think that Stellar is in partners with Ripple and XRP. I really do. Just like R3 is. We thought that they were enemies and they end up not being, right? So there's a lot going on. We can't know everything. And if it comes out that someone did research like a lot of us do and they put the pieces together, it doesn't mean it's fact, and it allows it to happen, right? And it's been said before that if you have a cartoon, it allows these things to come out. It's just like Q. If you follow QAnon and the way they drop stuff, so when they first came out, it was all basically coded. It was military intelligence at the highest levels, coded. Now they're pretty much just telling you what's up, right? Either what's coming or future proves past, and they'll show how, 2 years ago we said this, look at the date, it's happened. It matches up. This is a Q proof. So nowadays, when you go to Q, you can pretty much decipher a lot of stuff yourself. Before, it was code, right? And they have to watch what they're doing because this is the highest level of military intelligence ever released to the public in history is Q. Neg up. Q, 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 Q. What's up, player? Yeah. So... all right, we got Hodel. I'm going to get to this chat. Sorry, I've been rambling so damn long. Check out this new article headline, Gordon Chang. Yeah, he's like the expert on China, right? China is disappearing citizen journalist covering the virus, right? Yeah, I don't want to even talk about that subject. Honestly, I don't. Now, I know it's pretty serious. I know a lot about it, actually, and it's actually quite scary. But I don't think it's going to be what they want it to be, which is a worldwide pandemic, kind of like the plague back in the day. It's not going to happen, right? We're gonna stop it. We got a good leader, 5-star. If he could be a 10-star general, he'd be a 10-star general. That is Donald Trump. I'm telling you, I can't state it enough. He is freaking amazing to the level like never seen before. We are not going to let this destroy us. Have faith, believe, keep yourself healthy. Don't go out, mingling around, and just be smart. I know it is scary, but it's not going to work. I really believe that. I think by April, the thing's going to be contained. In the end, it'll come out what was going on with it, and we'll know that for a fact it was nefarious. So just know that, all right? Try not to feed into it. They want you to be scared. They thrive off the energy, all right? I'm just saying. I'm being honest here. It's what they do. They need you to be scared. That's why they put out so many scary movies, so much negativity. That's what they feed on. They're freaking like vampires, right? They feed off of it. It's their energy. Raise your vibrations. Pray. If you don't pray, start praying. If you don't pray, freaking pray. Pray that you don't get it. Pray that no one else gets it. Pray that we are protected. I'm just being serious here. So I'm not talking about it anymore. All right? I refuse. So Hodel, Vet Bro, D and I talked about it yesterday, and YouTube blacked the screen for 2 minutes. Yeah, I warned you guys, man. I totally warned you guys. And the only one that responded, it seemed, was freaking D&I telling me that, yeah, he got demonetized. No one else was listening to me. It's like, I'm telling you, man. You guys, don't go there. I'm just saying, man. It's, not good. I mean, come on. I knew it when they banned my freaking stream when I brought it up, questioning it. And I brought up a good article from Zero Hedge. And Zero Hedge was banned for life from Twitter. Come on. I mean, it's just nuts. Maybe XLM as an inflationary currency could be a stable coin on Ledger. Yeah, Aaron, I think you're on to something there. I think even Brad Garlinghouse even said, Brad Garlic Bread, he even said that there'll be more than one, right? And then you had Powell at the Fed. He said there will be multiple reserve currencies, up to 3, right? So there's a lot more going on than we know. So the BRICS, that's a big thing. That's real. And, we're part of the BRICS now. The BRICS is part of the global reset. A lot of things happening. Level playing field. What's up, level playing field? I love your laugh. It sounds like Seth Rogen's laugh. Yeah, I had someone say that last stream. Maybe it was you. I'm not sure. I don't really watch that guy. He's pretty cool, So anyways, I have probably 100 laughs. Just depends on the mood, what I'm doing. I mean, if we were partying, my laugh would be really crazy. So, just a heads up. XLM is 4. And it's inflationary. I don't think that's by chance. XLM is 4. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Michelle, I didn't hear it. I will look for it later. 5-5. Yep. That means copy, right? Does that mean copy? All right. So, let's see. We got desktop capture. We're going to go to this. All right. So I'll go over this real quick. The NESARA is the Covert National Economic Security and Reformation Act of October 2000. This is a real deal. So it says, notice that the S stands for security, not for stability. S for stability is a bait and switch mirror fraud. So is GESARA. And they have links on all this. So if you want to check this out, this is one of the most mind-blowing blogs I've ever seen. And it's all one continuous blog. And it goes back to 2008 and talks about the financial crisis and all that and what was going on with it. It was nuts. They were actually trying to enact the reset back then, and it was thwarted again. So I will put this in the chat. Like I said, it is quite wild. I'm not going to go into all of it. But if you guys want to check it out, it's probably one of the most accurate things I've seen. And then this supposedly is the amount of gold and money that is being held for this reset deal. Look at this. Look at all the zeros. It is supposedly, it says quattro decillion. 10 quattro decillions. Or one worth 40 knots after it. Okay, so basically it's, I don't know, 10, was it millions? All right, hold on. It says the word quattro decillion is sometimes spelled quattro decillion. It means 10,000, thousand, 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 thousand $1,000,000. I just had to get that out there. Sorry. Anyways, we're going to move on from this one. All right, so we know things are heating up. I don't agree with all of Zero Hedge's articles. Sometimes I think they're trying to hype, the destruction of the economy and everything. We need the economy to keep going until 2021, folks. That's just reality. So try not to feed into all the hype and negativity. Things are going to happen when they're supposed to happen, which is 2021. I really do feel that. And I think they will ride this out. We're going to ride this out. The frickin' Black Swan thing, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm sorry. They're going to wipe this damn thing out by April, this virus bullshit. And yeah, we're going to move on. And people are going to start getting rounded up. Good people. Grassley Johnson seek Hunter Biden's travel records from Secret Service. So things are getting wild, man. And, it's popped up on Q. The things that are happening. You got travel records being sought after. You got bank records being handed over. Things are happening, people. Romney, vote motivated by bitterness and jealousy, according to former spokesman. This guy is a bum. I voted for this bum 2 times. There was really no other choices at the time. He's not the person I thought he was. He's worse than I ever could have imagined. This guy is not a good person. And he will lose his seat and probably go to jail because he's involved in Ukraine. Yeah, I said it here. He's involved with Ukraine. So, yep, there's a lot of people involved with Ukraine and their family members. All right? So, it's pretty crazy. And this is happening around the world, right? This is big stuff right here. In order to be part of the new system, the great, currency reset, whatever you want to call it, Nasara, whatever, you have to stop corruption. You have to go after people, right? You have to clean up the banks. All these things have to happen. The currency has to be cleaned up, replaced. The constitutions have to be redone. All these things have to be figured out, right? For the people, of the people, by the people. U.S. launches criminal probe into J.P. Morgan for gold price manipulation. So I think this came out a while back. They were manipulating gold and silver. This has been happening for a long time. Gold will be the new backing of currencies around the world. Gold is the big player in the world. There's supposedly so much gold out there that is off the books that is going to be used in this reset that it would blow your mind. I just showed you the numbers. Those supposedly are the numbers. 10 thousands of thousands of thousands and thousands and thousands and millions and quadrillion, whatever the frick it is. I hear Romney's son was an advisor to the same corporate board Biden's son is on in the Ukraine. Yeah. Pelosi, Schiff's involved. I mean, yeah, it just goes on and on and on. JP Morgan is now under RICO charges. Yeah. Hey, wasn't it JP Morgan that had the $1 billion seizure of cocaine on their boat caught off the shores of the East Coast? I think it was them that, last year that happened. Gold, oil, and XRP. Michelle XRP. I like that. That's true. That's true. Yes. A new dollar is going to be created, backed by gold, possibly silver, I think. I don't know about oil. I'm not sure about oil, but it's supposed to be supposedly a commodity. And they're saying, that a lot of these cryptos are commodities, right? I think they're even saying that XRP is a commodity. It's property, basically. So it's kind of wild. These things are coming. They're happening. But if gold is plentiful, it's worthless. That's not true. What's going to happen is, because gold has more meaning or more value than a lot of people realize, And when I started talking about gold was going to destroy the Fed and all this, gold was going to be the gold standard again. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, right, and who wants to carry around a big old gold bar? That is not the point. The point is that it goes back thousands and thousands of years. It is highly respected as having value. It's reality. There's a lot of gold out there, but what's going to happen is it's going to cover the debts. It's going to wipe out the debts. And supposedly there's going to be reformations to everyone in the world. Everyone is going to get a piece of the pie. They're leveling the playing field Why do you say leveling of the playing field? That's why they say it. I'm almost positive. That's why they're using that term. And the leveling of the playing field, meaning that there's no games and shenanigans going on with the manipulation of currencies, and everything's above board. You could see it's on the ledger, it's on the blockchain, it's immutable. I'm telling you, these things are going to happen, man. There's more and more signs every day. Judy Shelton is going to be part of the Fed. She's going to take us back to sound money. It's happening in real time, folks. So, the Treasury is going to basically gobble up the Fed. The Treasury will be, what it was supposed to be and originally what it was, which basically it was the Treasury, right? That's where everything happened. And, and part of the reset says that you have to have a currency that is created by the people for the people and that the people want it. So, largest drug bust in U.S. history, if I remember. Chavo. Yeah, the freaking $1 billion cocaine boat. JP Morgan boat. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, because they needed some money, right? They needed some liquidity. Because the freaking, all the corridors are being cut off from all the illegal activities. I'm telling you, man, there's so much going on. XRP alone will stop manipulation. That's true, Aaron. But it gets... Oh, do I see what I think I see? Do I see what I think I see? Rob Cash in the building, folks. Rob Cash on the set. I bought some Trump 1-ounce silver rounds last week to add to my precious metals stack. That is awesome, dude. Right on, man. The one I really want to buy is the temple coin. It's supposed to be the third temple in Israel. And it's 1.5 ounce shekel. It's supposed to be to the spec out of the Bible. Yeah, it's kind of wild, man. And he's on there with Cyrus, which Cyrus was the one who conquered, I think, the Philistine or whatever. Yeah, it gets kind of wild. We'll just keep it simple with the Trump 1-ounce silver round. That's one way to say it. So right on, Cash. Thanks for coming, man. I'm on the set, brother. Heck yeah. So you missed a lot, man. I mean, if you have a chance, I hope you could go back and watch this stream in its entirety. I'm sorry. We talked about quite a bit. We talked about USA Inc. that supposedly it went bankrupt on January 31st and it is being destroyed. Oh, you were watching. So, you got to see all that stuff, talking about the grammar and all that. We're going to get a new constitution, just like Russia. We're going to get a new government. We're going to get a new constitution. And that is part of the reset. It is part of, the trade deals and everything. I think it has to do with all that stuff. It's just pretty wild. Yeah. We are living in some of the most amazing times. The history books are going to be talking about this stuff, and in a lot of ways, we're all part of it. We're part of the battle that's going on. Digital soldiers, man, getting out the as much truth as we can get out that we know of, and trying to destroy the FUD and trying to put out facts. And it's crazy because whether you support Trump and you support the Patriot movement and the reset and all this, it's the same thing with XRP. If you support XRP, you get attacked, don't you? Right? Yeah, who else is lurking, man? Who the heck else is lurking? Tina Hall's still here. What's up? Chavo Mofo, I bought some Rob Cash 1-ounce silver earlier. Woo! Rob Cash 1-ounce frickin' coins, fellas. Moneybag says he's lurking. Maybe Corona is a sideshow for she to take down the CCP. No, I don't think so. I think it's just one last attack. I think they're running out of the dark side's running out of ability to attack. They're running out of ammo to be able to strike us. That was one of their ways to strike at the world and try to crush the economy and destroy the trade deal and destroy our economy. So they possibly think that they're going to stop Trump. Ain't happening. God wins. Future proves past. Trump wins. We win. The world wins. 1,000 years of peace. Higher dimension of consciousness is happening. I mean, all these things are happening. Yeah, fear tactics. I agree. See, Rob Cash knows what's up. Baby puss, silver bullion. Get your baby puss Single mint silver bullion special buy. $120 1 ounce baby puss coin. Available at babypuss.com. Get it today. Get in contact with OTC. I think they have connections with baby puss. Age of Aquarius, Dansky. You said it, brother. So I hope that I've helped to enlighten at least one person tonight. You know, I went through a lot of stuff. I rambled for quite a while there. All right, so we got Twitter. This is wild too. Twitter says it'll censor deep fakes and basically anything else it wants to ahead of 2020 election. So they're ramping it up, folks. Right now, I heard about the deep fake stuff. Yeah, it was a while ago. I want to say the middle of 2019, we were being warned about deep fakes, how they were going to say, oh, that picture's fake or that video's fake. You know, they get ahead of the story that way because there's going to be a lot of evidence coming out. There's going to be incriminating videos and pictures and on and on and on. There already has been quite a bit, but they're trying to say that, yeah, that's their excuse that they can censor basically anything they want, right? Just like when they censored Deep Dive with D&I and Hodel last night when they did their premiere of their new show, Deep Dive, and it got censored. It literally was blacked out when they started talking about the China deal with the virus and all that. Carl Lewis, what's up? Dude, I made you I swear you were a freaking sub, bro. Or not a sub, a moderator. I don't get that, man. I don't know what happened there. All right, you're a moderator, bro. What's up, Carl Lewis? Yeah, I mean, that's serious. I'm not kidding. So there's some serious stuff going on. So Rob Cash, if you didn't know, I streamed the other weekend, right, on Friday. And I went deep, not really deep, but I talked about sensitive stuff involving the virus, right? It was a Zero Hedge article, like you see here, a Zero Hedge article, right? And my stream was banned worldwide, and they used the excuse that I had Jay-Z's copyrighted material in my stream, which was crap because it had nothing to do with Jay-Z. I had none of his music. You know what I mean? It's bull crap. I don't even like Jay-Z, okay? He worships the frickin' devil, all right? So F that guy. So then later that night when I found out that my stream had been banned, I was like, what the hell's going on? And then I saw on Twitter, Zero Hedge was banned for life on Twitter for talking about alternative ideas, and they had proof of, you know, a doctor working out of the United States who went to Wuhan, all these things, right? So yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't even want, like I said, I don't even want to get into it. I've been trying my best not to get into it. Doing a marathon tonight. Well, I haven't even been looking at the clock, so I guess so. I wasn't even sure if I could get all this stuff in here that I wanted to talk about, but seems to be going pretty good. Right, I know. D&I, man, he goes crazy with the marathons. So yeah, this is going to be heating up, everyone. They're going to crack down more on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all of them. And I'll tell you what, something else that I found out that makes sense how they can all coordinate at the same time. The person who leaked out WikiLeaks stuff back in the day, his name starts with an E, his first name, and his last name starts with an S. We did this last time because there's another sensitive person. I'm not going to say his name, but he's corrupt. He used to work for the NSA, NCA-C-A. He's a bad dude, and he created the algorithms for Twitter, for Google, YouTube, Facebook, all of them. They all use the same algorithm to censor us. So this is high-level stuff. And about the time I started streaming, to be honest with you, is when they started kicking those algorithms in. That's why my channel has not grown. Luckily, XRP Venture brought me about 250, 225 subs or whatever within the last week or so, just to help me out. So I'm at like 750 subs right now or so. And it's awesome, but I've been banned, or not banned, but I've been shadow banned from the beginning. They got me early. A lot of people had been doing their stuff for years before the shadow banning happened, right? So they had already built their channels up. I get controversial, some of the things I talk about. So just saying. Rain, I have to get going. Have a great weekend. Peace out, all. And hi, all. Dansky. Shavo Mofo, you're awesome, man. Buckethead, bro. Right on. Have a good one, man. Is it the Hamburglar? That's awesome. Right? Right. All right. So then we got, look, YouTube says it will ban manipulated election content. What was I just saying? I mean, serious. It's like, come on. Don't be so obvious. Frickin' losers. Frickin' Lugal, man. What is up with Lugal, dude? Lugal. Blacklist Valley. Blacklist Valley. Huh? So basically, Silicon Valley, Blacklist Valley, how big tech reshapes politics by censoring conservative ideas. You know, hey, if you think different than someone else, you don't fit the mold, the pie, you're out of here. Kick rocks Felicia, right? That's how fascism, socialism, communism, all that stuff works, man. They shut you down. They freaking shame you to where you don't say anything, right? Well, you know what? We're all speaking up now. We ain't messing around anymore. We're waking up. All right? People aren't scared as much as they used to be. And there's so many people talking about what is happening that they cannot control it. Yeah, they can shadow ban Rain all they want. That's fine. I'm going to fight through it. You know, we're going to figure it out. We're going to get to 1,000 subs, man. That's our goal. We have to speak in pig Latin. I know. It's crazy. If you don't swallow the narrative, you'll be a target. That's true. That's true. They'll freaking hate on you. And it doesn't matter what you are. You could be any of the different categories that they use against free speech or against people who think different than them. And that could be race, religion, gender, and all that stuff, whatever you relate with. And if those people stray off of what they call the so-called reservation or whatever you want to call it, or plantation, whatever it is, the collective, right, mindset of the progressives, they will banish you too. They will freaking come after you. You know, they'll use the same tactics on you. Yeah, they don't like it when everyone's waking up, man. We got all races waking up. We got all genders waking up. We got all religions waking up. People of, all around the world, man, it's happening. It don't matter. We're all going to become one, and in a good way, not in a freaking one world order way. We're going to become one in a good, positive, fourth, fifth dimension consciousness level way. That's what's coming. We're actually, I should say, we're in the middle of it, because even the Earth itself is changing in the frequencies and different things. The Schumann resonance has been going off the charts, so it's pretty wild. Uncle Buster, we are now shadow banning all content about shadow banning. Yeah, because I talked about shadow banning them to get shadow banned. You know why they call it shadow banning? This is Carl Lewis. Because kids these days are being raised to be afraid of their own shadows. Tina Hall, dad jokes. Keep up the good fight. Thank you. Where we go, when we go all. Oh, I appreciate it, man. I want to slap Pelosi and wake her up. All right, so we're going to take a little break real quick here. We want to show you guys before I start losing people, because I know probably people are going to be storming out. We already lost Chavo Mofo. So I got this video I made. It's not that long. It's called The Best Is Yet to Come. Let's check this out right now real quick. Hold up.
California passed an outrageous law declaring their whole state to be a sanctuary for criminal, illegal immigrants. A very terrible sanctuary with catastrophic results. Here is just one tragic example.
Why did you rip the speech up, Madam Speaker?
Because it was the courteous thing to do, considering the alternative.
Oh, I love it. It's a short video, but I really love it. Yeah, I didn't. That's not my track. I kind of snagged it from the. I didn't kind of snag it. I snagged it from the one politician there. I think he was I don't know if he was a senator or congressman. He was ripping up the freaking impeachment articles. It was on that short video that they did. I snagged it. It's all right. I figured it's probably royalty free. If not, I don't even care. We're just making it happen. Rain, round up the traitors. Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. She's a traitor. They're all traitors. Yeah, I do have some. I do have some stuff. I've been working on some, synthesizer type jams and. Yep. Thanks, Cash. I appreciate it. But yeah, I can't take credit for that. So, all right. So yeah, a lot. We unpackaged a lot today. There are a lot too on the Q drops too, which are pretty insane. I don't know if you all want me to go into any of that right now. That's up to you. Let me know, or we can end it right here. Rain, did you steal that backdrop from Oz? Apparently someone stole their yellow brick road. Woo! Nope. I want to say I got that picture from Zero Hedge for one of their gold articles. Right. No, we're just using it. We're just temporary use. It's a temporary use case scenario. So yeah, if you all want me to go into some of the stuff that's being dropped on that joke was gold. So if you want me to go into the drops, let me know in the chat. What are the Psycho Dem supporters going to do when the hammers start dropping? They're probably going to frickin' rise up, man. You got the little stunt that Antifa pulled in, I think it was New York, trying to say that they need to get rid of all the cops and that the frickin' subways need to be free fares and all this stuff, and they're marching, and it's like, whatever, man. Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, I think my dogs need to go out real quick. Hold on. Be right back. Here, let's see. We'll watch this a little. Well, no, that's all right. We will step out real quick. Be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, so we're gonna do what you guys asked, or at least some of you asked for it, but yeah, you're gonna get it. All right, so let's see. Let's make sure. See if there's updates, because there were some updates that dropped today. I didn't check it all out. Yeah, these are the last ones. So we're gonna start from. I guess we'll start from right here. You got Panic in DC in theaters now. You're watching a movie, everyone. You all still there? This is the first time I've listened. Awesome work. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. And I don't usually show the Q stuff. There was a point where I was not going to do that stuff anymore because I was I was feeling like I was being attacked pretty hard, and I was, and now I don't even care. I don't even freaking care anymore. All right? Armor of God will protect me from the evil ones. So yeah, we have Panic in DC. They never thought she'd lose. Q in theaters now. Like I said, we're watching a movie. See that? Click on it here. We're watching a movie. This is literally a movie. That'd be actually a good one to have. All right, so let's see here. Oh, I did this last time too. All right, here we go. Starting to get all scrunched up on all my deals up here, my tabs. All right, so this was February 5th. So obviously this is a little behind, but I wanted to start with that because it's a good little meme. You got example of Democrat leadership, HRC inciting violence and division in America. So it was a video that was put out of her asking for people to get, I mean, they're basically saying it on TV to basically go after, us or whatever. And that's what this is all about. These guys right here, it's Antifa movement. They're all a bunch of freaking commies, leftist freaking loon jobs, man, anarchists and stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. So, they burn our flag. They freaking attack people. They march in the streets to get rid of cops. You name it, they're doing it. They're losers. Bunch of freaking losers, man. And so then you have this post here. It's a revival orchestral instrumental. So it's basically like a soundtrack type of deal. They put it out. I don't know. I don't know why they did that. Sometimes you kind of wonder why do they put certain things out there. Then you got Senate request details on Hunter Biden's travel and business deals in Ukraine and China. So I showed an article of that earlier. So yeah, so a lot of people don't realize that China is also involved too. So you got China, I think you got Romania is one of them. There's like a bunch of all these Ukraines all over the place where they were funneling money through. So a lot of our aid doesn't get to the countries that it's supposed to go to. And if it does go there, it gets siphoned off back through contributions, book deals, all kinds of stuff that they do. They're scandalous at the highest levels. It's freaking nuts. Yeah, you got your popcorn ready, Matt? Right on, Richter. So you got confidential banking records related to Hunter Biden in Senate hands. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Hey, Rain, have you seen Fall Cabal series on YouTube? No, I have not. XRP mate. Yeah, there's just so much. There's so many people out there nowadays that are getting this stuff going and, making really good efforts and, to awaken people. A lot of people have their own style, that they're doing, and it's pretty cool. Just know that we're not alone, man. We're not the only ones. And the convergence of this and, blockchain, XRP, all that, all the, the cryptos and stuff, a lot of the people are converging with it. Not all of them. And not everyone that's into the Great Awakening is into Q and crypto. So it's worldwide on a level that's so crazy. You can't stop it. Genie's out of the bottle, everyone. Brilliantly pieced together red pill. Right on. I appreciate it. Well, I was going to say put a link in there, but probably won't let you. Let's see here. So we got the Washington Examiner. I guess we can click on this real quick. See if it comes up. Sometimes they'll block them. Confidential banking records related to Hunter Biden in Senate hands. So with Q, if you don't know about Q, they have links to stuff, right? Like they'll say, hey, this happened or this is going on. And then boom, you'll get a link to it. So it's not like they're just making stuff up out of thin air, right? So these things are happening. It is pretty wild. So let's go back to this. It says, read carefully. Big development. Senate back to work. Impeachment goal was to delay. Witness request meant to delay? Yes, definitely. It's all buying time. That's all it is. Will they try again? They will be trying again. They already are. They're talking about bringing in frickin' Mustache Man. Bolton, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of wonder. I'm thinking he's possibly a gray hat. He's in the middle. I honestly, what's crazy is that now that all this impeachment thing happened and then the Bolton thing, I honestly think that Trump, knowing that there's 20 people on the call when he makes a call to a president or whoever it is, they're all spying on him, right? And then there's the people that are supposed to be there, but they're spies too half the time. So what I think they did is they pushed the line, right? They blurred the lines a little bit to where they lured him in to say, oh, look what he's doing in Ukraine. Oh, man, and we're going to get him. I think they drew him into this impeachment thing on purpose. It was a bait and switch, and they basically got him, right? And they had him expose themselves, and they basically ended up being on trial. The Democrats ended up being on trial, everyone. These are like pre-military tribunals is what we're seeing or what we were witnessed. And then you have the Bolton thing. I think Bolton's he's another bait thing, right? Because they said just now, it was announced, the other day that, he can't release his book because it has too much confidential stuff in it, right? It's almost like, and he never even came out and said anything that I know of in public, right? It was all hearsay and stuff. Leaks, right? There's a lot of leakers. It's like a leaky boat. Well, their leaky boat is sinking, people. Good people. So, yeah, it says witnesses request meant to delay. Will they try again? Hell yes, they will. Accountability is coming. Q. So that's why I am more confident than ever when I get on this freaking YouTube thing and I stream that these things are going to happen. I'm not just yelling from the mountaintops anymore at a wall and no one's listening. People are listening. People are waking up. Most of my friends don't want to hear it. That's fine. I've lost some friends over this stuff. That's fine too. I'll risk losing girlfriends, freaking family, and friends over this. That's how passionate I am about this, people. That's how serious I am about helping to change the freaking world. Because that's what we're doing. We're going to go down in history that we were digital soldiers to help change the freaking world, and we were not afraid. Do not be afraid. That's what they feed on. Have no fear. Take the armor of God and have it protect you. I'm telling you. If you don't believe, start praying because it's powerful. So Democrats use Ukraine to enrich themselves and assist Russia and Iran and China. Think HRC, Russia reset statement. Russia. The reset button, right? Think Hussein. I'll have more flexibility after the election. Hot mic statement to Russian depot regarding Q to Hussein regarding Putin. Remember, he's to Medvedev. I have, give this to Putin. Yes, I give to Putin, right? Yes, exactly. Then you got Think Hussein, White House, refusal to send weapons to Ukraine. Republican Congress pushed to assist, but instead sent only blankets. I mean, that is crazy. Talking about Ukraine. Trump sent them freaking Javelin missiles, which I don't necessarily agree with. They can freaking reverse engineer that stuff. I don't think we should be giving all our weapons away. And then we got Dems attack regarding POTUS for failure to protect Ukraine against Russian aggression. Impeachment. What advanced weapons did POTUS send to Ukraine? Javelin missiles, tank busters, basically. 2 + 2 = 6? They'll have you believe 2 + 2 = 8, 10, 12, not 4, I mean, it's just wild. So they try to dumb us down, right? Confuse us. That's what they're trying to do. It's, I think it's called cognitive dissonance. When you have so much crazy stuff coming at you that you kind of just lose your mind, right? And it's just like, or you tune out. You tune out completely. And that's what they would like to have more than ever. Yeah, they want you to see the fake news, but they would rather just have you just be like a ostrich in the sand with his head in the sand and not pay attention to anything while they're in the cookie jar stealing everything from you, and they're going to freaking put you in gulags and everything like the Bernie Sanders guys say. Those Bernie Sanders supporters, they're actually not even just supporters. They're on his freaking campaign. They're talking about putting us in gulags, right? Re-education camps. I mean, it's just scary, man, these people. And I haven't seen really a whole lot of heat coming down on Bernie for that stuff. I hope it does soon. Bernie Sanders, man, he is not a good person. I'm sorry. If you support him, I'm sorry for that. Define projection, right? They project. They project everything they're doing onto us or Trump or whatever, right? They project onto us that we're destroying the world when they're destroying the world. They have the corporations, right? They have the machinery. They pollute the freaking oceans. They destroy, they burn the rainforests down. They could freaking save the rainforest by growing hemp, right? The freaking people that have been running the world are destroying the world, not us, right? I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. Is climate change real? Yes, the climate has changed forever before we were probably even here, right? So they're using it as a scapegoat. It's to tax us and control us, right? It's to shame us. They're shaming us for having whipped cream on our freaking Starbucks. That's the new thing. I mean, I can't even make this shit up. Think $1.8 billion with a B. Hussein, White House, Ukraine. Which bank? Think U.S. aid, Ukraine. Think worldwide aid, Ukraine. Think Uranium One sale of U.S. uranium to Russia. And supposedly Mueller was involved in that. He was with the FBI. He allowed that to happen, Mueller. They ran it through Canada. To take our uranium out, run it through Canada secretly, and then take it to Russia. I mean, that's insane. And then I guess it was supposed to be going to Iran to help their nuclear efforts because they were in bed with Iran. I'm sorry, but they were. Sold out U.S. to benefit Russia for personal financial gain. Risked U.S. national security for personal financial gain. How was payment made to U.S. persons? Think Ukraine. Think Iran. Russia and Iran allies. Russia, Iran, and China allies. U.S. political corruption China. U.S. political corruption Ukraine. U.S. leverage on behalf of, and I don't know what that is, it's in the kill brackets. U.S. political corruption Russia. U.S. political corruption Iran. Common denominator China, Russia, and Iran. Closed financial systems. Logical thinking. Meaning that those systems are closed. We don't really have access to them like we would, normal situations. So they're able to launder stuff through there without you knowing about it. So it's pretty wild, these things that are happening. Says they tried to destroy the U.S. internally. It says bigger than you can imagine. More than selling of state secrets. More than selling of U.S. security. More than selling of military tech. More than selling of CA assets. That was E. S. E beginning with the first name, and then we'll just say it's Snowden last name, right? More than selling of NSA bulk data collection programs. That was all part of the leaks too. More than selling of uranium. More than selling of U.S. space national security programs and positions of our satellites, giving that information out. I mean, it's heavy. They had freaking black satellites out there. They were rogue satellites. Those have been destroyed. I think there was about 5 or 6 of them. They were doing weather weapon stuff with that. You have more than selling of U.S. aid. So U.S. aid is not real. It's just their slush funds. That could even be the Red Cross and so on. More than selling of SAPs. That's secret access programs. That's probably the highest level right there. And then it says classification or classified 1 through 99. I think that's whoever this is talking about. It's probably, I won't name the name, but that I think is an indictment. And those are just some of the things that they're going to be indicted for, right? Being involved in. Yeah, you could probably guess who it is. They ran against Trump. Anyways, crimes against humanity. When you cannot defeat the United States of America by attacking head on, you change tactics and deploy a kill from within internal operation, financial economy, military, police, division of citizenry, border collapse, right? We've seen all this stuff happen. Real time. Install like-minded leaders in key positions of U.S. government. Traitors. How many people removed from the FBI had Iranian family backgrounds? Kind of wild, man. The silent war continues. That's what I talk about when I say it's a cold civil war. It's a silent civil war. Shadow war. Spy versus spy. The media has blinded and divided the people to render them powerless and controllable. Control over the media has kept people in the dark. Control over the media has kept people at heel, behind. Control over the media has kept people focused on falsehoods. Control over the media has kept people in a constant state of fear. Control over the media has divided our republic into segments: race, religion, class, political affiliation, gender, weaponized. When a citizenry is divided, they have no collective power. When a citizenry has no collective power, they can no longer control the levers that govern them. Levers of control, illusion of democracy. Yeah, they remodeled Gitmo, man. 400 million, I think it was. And then it says, Dems New Way Forward Act. This is what I was talking about. Protects illegals with criminal records from deportation. It's time to wake up. Q. All right. So you have Tucker. If you haven't seen this, this is huge. I will put this in the chat because this is freaking huge. If you hear that, I don't want to play it because it's about 9 minutes long. I already kind of went long on this stream. not kind of, but I have. It is the most craziest thing you've ever freaking heard. Tucker brings it. This guy has risked his life. He's had death threats. He's had people at his house. Antifa's went to his house and threatened him and harassed him. And it's nuts what people are doing. People are standing up, right? People are saying F you. So, and these are new. I haven't checked these out yet. A new Joe M video. The best is yet to come. So we got that. Yeah, we allowed it. Well, you know, to a point. I mean, I was fighting for years, man. I've been fighting for years, over a decade or longer, you know, since the Tea Party movement. I thought, you know, when I was voting before then, I was doing the right thing. But no, I was voting for the wrong people, right? And no matter what, we were going to lose regardless because we didn't realize we were already taken over. Just like they've already lost. You know, that it's like the tables have turned. They've already lost. Well, until we had the change, you know, with Trump to come along and real change is happening, we had already lost. We didn't know it. We lost back in 1871 before we were ever even born, right? So, yeah, they when they came in with the fake freaking Constitution, right? With the improper grammar matters. Russia did not interfere with U.S. election of 2016. Bam, right there. You know? It says, newly released emails show FBI scrambling to respond to Clinton lawyer amid Wiener laptop review. Shall we play a game? Where are they now? Reference Public Optics. Retired, left, refers to fired or forced. Federal Bureau of Investigations. James Comey, director, fired. Andrew McCabe, fired. So we know all these people that were fired. All of them are fired. I mean, there's a lot of people that have been taken out. It says, if dirty cops ran the investigation into the DNC breach, could an argument be made that it was corrupt? If dirty cops ran the investigation into election interference, could an argument be made that it was corrupt? If dirty cops ran the investigation into HRC, private server email scandal, could an argument be made that it was corrupt? Russia did not penetrate the DNC server. Nope, it was on the inside guy, and he got taken out. Internal, what does it say? Internal download, release, flash drive. It was too fast of a download. They've already proved it. It was too fast of a download to have gone over the internet. That has been proven. CrowdStrike manipulation of source. Russia did not interfere with U.S. election of 2016. CrowdStrike manipulation of source. The truth will be made public. Q. Foreign actors have been bribing U.S. citizens in key positions to betray their country. Why is China and Qatar donating vast sums of money to our education institutions? It's crazy. It is really so hard to believe foreign actors are able to bribe those in key positions within the U.S. to betray their country. Q. So, yeah, that's it. I think that's it. We'll see. One more. All right. So, another thing is, so up here you got, if you don't know about qmap.pub, we'll put it in here for you people that want to go check it out that don't know. What's cool about this particular site is the way that they have it set up with all the information here. They got videos over here. They got, you know, people that have been taken out. They tell you who the players are. So you guys want to see who the players are? If you haven't seen. So here we go. This is how you find out who's dirty and not. And sometimes it might be kind of iffy. Like they're neutral unknown. So those kind of things, you know, you might be working with the alliance. You know, they're gray hats now or whatever, you know. They were on the bad side, now they're on the good side. It's almost like being in Star Wars, right? When you decide, oh, wow, I don't want to be with the dark side of the Force anymore. I want to be with the Jedi or whatever. So you got Emmanuel Macron, traitor, pawn. Robert Hannigan, neutral, unknown. He's with basically GCHQ in UK. Samantha Powers, traitor, pawn. You got John Ratcliffe, patriot. Judge Smollett, traitor, pawn. Jerome Corsi, traitor, pawn. It's kind of wild. some of this stuff. Epstein, evil. You got I can't even say her name. Natalia, Trader Pawn. Matthew Whitaker, Patriot. He's badass. You got William Barrs, Patriot. You got this freaking goony goo son of a bleep. Freaking Bill Maher, evil. General Mattis, Patriot. Bob Goodlatte, Patriot. Goes on and on and on. Sally Yates, traitor. John Solomon, Patriot. Durham. Durham's a Patriot big time. James Baker, FBI lawyer. Flipped and freed. You got Hannity, Patriot. Dan Coates, he just got removed from the DIS or whatever. He is a traitor pawn. Lindsey Graham, flipped and freed. So a lot of people that are playing along now. Sarah Carter, Patriot. Ted Cruz, Patriot. Brett Kavanaugh, Patriot. Theresa May, traitor pawn. Yeah, it just goes on and on. So then you got you got Q proofs and memes that come out, and they show you that, the things that are being used. Like they took a picture here. This was State of the Union. In God We Trust. Someone from the inside took that, and then they match it up with In God We Trust flag that was posted. So future proofs past all the time on this site. And then this one is the real wild one that I always find very intriguing, is the amount of sealed indictments around our country is insane. 144,844 sealed indictments, 16,818 unsealed indictments, 343,074 non-sealed indictments. That is huge. These are record-breaking numbers. Never in our history have we seen these many sealed indictments or even non-sealed indictments. California has the most. 24,000 sealed indictments. A lot of people going to be round up in California. And you got Texas with 13,000. It just goes on and on and on, right? So this is where it's happening, good people of Rippletopia. I think I've overplayed my hand. Overwent my time slot. I've ran into some other programming. I'm probably going to get fired, demoted, or salary docked for going so long. Just by the lack of connected communication between us. Robert Anderson. Yeah, well, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm assuming that we weren't connected before as a people, as a collective, consciousness. And I'll tell you what, if that's what you're talking about, boy, we sure are now, right? I will start in Indiana. What's that? UC Rain did. Laughing out loud. I do not think so. No one else on. Oh, I'm just messing around, Connie. I'm just messing around. But yeah, I kind of, I've went long, man. Oh my God, I've went almost 2.5 hours. That is freaking long. Yeah, my sciatic nerve will probably kick in here in a little bit if I don't freaking get up and move around. So I hope you all enjoyed this stream. This stream was for me, it was really crazy. I built it up over a while. Been building it for at least a week. So, real good content, Rain. We have to wake the F up. Elites are destroying our nation. Right? That was awesome, Tina Hall. You're still here? Right on. That bro, what's up? Maher, yeah. Bill Maher is a freaking pile, man. Rainathon. Dansky. Have you met Digital Nomad Investor? Yeah, right. He's the marathon king. Keep kicking ass, Rain. Matt Richter. Shavo Mofo. Yar Shadow Man on your tune. Shavo Mofo was supposed to leave and he didn't. He's still here. That's awesome, man. All right, so like I said at the beginning of the stream, hope you had a great week. I hope your Friday is even better. I hope I enlightened you and gave you some hope. And like I always say, raise your vibrations. Keep positive. Try not to let all the negative haters out there hate and be negative on you. Even if they are, smile at them and wave goodbye. Don't pay them any time. Don't give the fudsters and trolls. Don't feed the trolls or the fudsters. And nothing can stop what is coming. That is reality. Nothing can stop what is coming. God wins. We win. The world wins. Freedom Day. It's coming. It's right around the corner. We had Freedom Day with, the Brexit not too long ago. So, thanks, Rain. Definitely an epic show. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be. It just felt like it, and man, it was intense. It was intense. I mean, if you stayed here this long, then you are epic yourself. So, thanks for that. Have an amazing weekend. Hope you have one of the best weekends ever. How's that? Make it a great 2020. Like I said, raise your vibrations to the 4th and 5th dimension if you can. Help out your neighbors. Be nice to animals and all that stuff. All that good stuff. All the good vibes type stuff. Think good thoughts. Pray for our president and everyone who's battling on the front lines for us. Pray for them. Give them, ask for them to have the armor of God plus yourself. And that way, we can all get through this and be strong. Love the show. Rain, it would even be better if I had my wrench back. I don't understand what is going on here. Who's freaking unmodding people? Yeah, I didn't even catch that. I don't get that. Well, try it. Say something again, Tina Hall. There you go. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. That could be some freaking shoddy YouTube stuff. Who knows, man? It's funny because I'll be creeping up in my subs, and then boom, I'll get like 5 for a while there. I was getting like 5, then boom, 3 will come off, then 2 will come off. And it was like, and I've heard that from the bigger channels where they, they'll have subscribers that are unsubscribed. Not by them, but by YouTube. So it is, shadow banning is real, everyone. Hey, we didn't get blacked out, so we didn't say anything too extreme, right? When I saw OTC get their freaking deep dive stream blacked out, that was crazy, man. Oh, man. Don't get into all that stuff they were talking about. That's my advice. How do you unmod someone? I think only you can do so. I'm not sure. I don't unmod people. So it might be YouTube. I don't know. Yeah, I don't unmod people. So if you click on the little 3 dots by their name, you can't unmod them. Is that what you're saying? So I don't know how that happened. I don't do that kind of stuff. Unless you've really screwed me over or started a lot of trouble. I don't mess around like that. We're here to have a good time. We're here to learn. You're all like family to me and mean the world to me. So, and you'll realize that when we have a meetup one day, we're all going to be freaking hanging out. It's going to be awesome. We're going to be like long lost cousins, brothers and sisters. The music kept playing, just not the video. Yeah, it was crazy, man. If that wasn't some censorship banning action right there, I've never seen that on YouTube before, man. That was in your face live. It was crazy. Thanks, Tina. Next week, episode 2, much more to come. You guys gonna go even deeper? I wouldn't be talking about that stuff anymore if I was you. So, AJ, my son, is monopolizing the PlayStation 4 with Rocket League. I need to get another one. Oh, he's hogging all the bandwidth too, huh? All right, so hey, Hodl, if you want to get together, do something with OTC, let me know. I could do a 10 a.m. or whatever, 11 or something like that time slot. I'm not a super early kind of person. I want to be awake. I think the time slot was 10 a.m. my time the last time, and I was, I was sick. I was sick for a while there, so I'm getting back up to speed, feeling really good. So coordinate with me if you need to get a hold of me, Hodl. Do it through Skype, please, because I don't always get on Twitter throughout the day. A lot of times I'll get on it once or maybe in the evening. I don't have it on my phone. So if you're trying to get a hold of me, do it through Skype if you could. Let's get it set up for next weekend. All right, so let me know. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it'd be cool. So, yeah, tip your bartenders, waitresses, Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, whatever. Do good things, right? Make good of your time and think about what you're going to do for the world and for your city, town, or whatever, or whatever it may be. What you're going to do good when it's moon time, when your rockets launch to the moon, think about those things. Planet, let's make it better for everyone. Let's raise everyone's vibrations. Financial freedom equals do good things. I agree. Yep. I think we have a new generation of people that are coming up through the ranks, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to have new elites. The elites are going to be good, I think, this time. Not everyone's going to be good. Some people will still be maybe a little greedy and whatever, but I think we have one of the best communities. It's one of the best communities of anything I've ever been involved in. So it is awesome. You're all awesome. Spread the word. Get the word out about what we're doing. All right? Tell your friends and family. Sean Thompson, how's it going, man? All right, so much love to everyone. Tina Hall, did anyone see the program that Glenn Beck did on Ukraine and the Bidens? Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff. Glenn Beck does some cool stuff. He does the chalkboard. When he busts out the chalkboard, man, it's on. He don't mess around. Yeah, Glenn Beck's good. I was not happy with him when he turned on Trump, though, but then he came back to the right side, the light, I should say. Kind of went into the dark for a while there. And I'm not saying if you don't like Trump that you're dark or whatever, but he was very venomous, and he's got a big platform, so, you know what I mean? That's powerful when you turn on someone like that. And now he realizes he was wrong, and he's back to doing the good stuff, man. I'm telling you. Now, supposedly Alex Jones is not good. Supposedly he's bad, according to Q. So I don't know. Could be part of the misinformation, disinformation that is necessary for the battle we are in. I don't know. I would hope to think that Alex Jones was not on the dark side, but he could have been corrupted along the way. But he did wake up millions of people. So hats off to what he's done in the past. I don't know about now. Anyways, I've rambled on too much, and we're going to leave you here with... we're going to do the best is yet to come real quick because it's a short one. And then we'll go with the regular outro video, and then we'll end it. So you all have a great night and an amazing weekend.
California passed an outrageous law declaring their whole state to be a sanctuary for criminal illegal immigrants. A very terrible sanctuary with catastrophic results. Here is just one tragic example.
Why did you rip the speech up, Madam Speaker?
Because it was the courteous thing to do, considering the alternative.
Oh, I hope y'all are feeling this. Cause we're coming to you live.
Straight out the trailer.
Straight out the trailer. Yeah. That's what I said. Coming straight out the trailer.
Straight out the trailer.
You can bet on that.
Bet $1 million.
Yeah. You better not be hating.
Don't hate.
Straight out the trailer. Straight out the trailer. I'm coming to you. Straight out the trailer. I'm running from the jailer.
Yeah, the jailer.
Need to send me a motherfucking express mailer.
Express mailer.
Going to see the motherfucking bailiff.
You don't want to see the bailiff.
Cause I'm coming straight out the motherfucking
Trailer.
trailer.
Motherfucking trailer.
Yo, we're kicking it in a double wide deluxe. This baby's so sweet. You better bring your tux. Straight rare and Rolex. You need to show me the big bucks. We're making this flow straight out the trailer. Coming to you straight from the motherfucking trailer. Straight out the trailer.
Straight out the trailer.
Yeah. Coming straight up out the trailer. When you leave here, you're gonna need a bailer. Cause the jailer, he's coming up in the trailer. He's gonna bring down the lawman and take your white boy out of here. Jump if you got a trailer.
Jump, jump.
Holla if you got a trailer.
Holla for the trailers.
Yeah, all you shot collars, staying in the trailers. You're still all players.
Players in the trailers.
Just cause you grew up in a trailer,
Don't be
don't
hating.
mean you can't be a player.
Player.
Straight out the trailer,
Straight out the trailer.
coming to
Straight
you.
out the trailer.
Straight out the trailer.
From straight out the trailer.
Yeah, we got the baddest double wide on the block. Ooh, baby.
Yeah, she's
Hey,
sweet.
don't make me mad.
No, don't do that.
I'll load that baby up to my hitch.
Quicker than you
I'll
can
be
speak.
on down the road.
Don't even blink, it'll be
Yeah, you
gone.
heard me. Down the road.
Down the road. Down
Straight
the
out
road.
the trailer. Straight out the trailer. Yeah, we're coming from it. Straight out the trailer. Straight out the trailer. Straight out the trailer. We're coming to you from straight out the trailer.
Oh, yeah. From straight out this trailer. I smell someone cooking some chicken. I'm hungry. It's one thing about living in a trailer park. People are friendly, and they will feed you like you was animal. Coming straight out the trailer. Coming straight out the trailer. Coming straight out the trailer. Coming straight out the trailer.
I hope y'all are feeling this.